Long ago, in a village called Highvale, there lived a girl named Olivia. She was quiet but full of wonder. Olivia could see patterns in the world, like dancing bugs, frost on webs, and shadows on hills. She used her gift to make cloth that felt alive. Her weaving could calm a crying baby or ease an old person's pain. But each evening, a sad sound came from the mountain pass. People called it the cry of the frost spirit. Villagers said the frost spirit could steal your breath and make your skin turn pale. Don't look at the hills at sunset, they warned. But Olivia's grandfather once told her, fear makes monsters out of sadness. Olivia remembered his words. One night, Olivia followed the sound. She climbed the steep path to the shadow hut. She passed an old stone marked with spirals. It was the edge of safety. The air turned cold and still. At the shadow hut, she saw him. A tall spirit made of ice and shadow. His eyes were sad and cold. "Why are you here, pattern child?" the spirit asked. His voice was like cracking ice. Olivia said, "I came to understand your sadness. Your cry is like a lonely thread in the wind." The spirit stopped. No one had ever listened to him before. Olivia came back again and again. She brought bright weavings full of color and life. The spirit began to speak. His name was Alexander. He was once a warrior and poet. Alexander had been cursed by a witch whose love he didn't return. She turned him into a cold spirit. Because of Olivia, flowers started growing again. The air was a little warmer. Alexander's sharp shape began to change. He looked less like a ghost, more like a man. But the old magic felt the change. A cold wind hit the village too early. Crops died, water turned to ice. The villagers were scared. "The frost spirit is cursing us," they cried. They marched to the hilltop. "Run, Olivia," Alexander said. "They only see a monster, not me." But Olivia did not run. She held up her biggest tapestry. It told Alexander's story in threads of light and color. The cloth glowed with Olivia's gift, the gift of truth. It touched Alexander's frozen heart. A loud crack echoed. The ice broke. Alexander was free. Alexander stood in the cold air, now human. His eyes still held a little winter, but his breath was warm. The people saw the truth. Alexander was not a monster. Fear had fooled them. Alexander stayed and helped. He used old wisdom to save water and help new plants grow. The shadow hut became a place of stories and songs. People shared new patterns of joy. Alexander's story became part of the village. It reminded everyone, don't judge by fear. Now, the wind in the hills sings a soft tune, not of sadness, but peace. Together, Olivia and Alexander wove a new story. The pattern was whole, the story complete. If you walk the hills of Highvale, listen closely. The wind may carry a whisper, a tale of a girl, a spirit, and a thread of truth.